Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the son. So happy week again to everybody. Happy Tuesday. And I'm sure that up to now, although this happened last Friday, it's been a few days now, it's still very hot news. It's a very trending topic. So let's jump right into it.
Friday lang ba? 20.
Feb 20. So Thursday, sorry.
So it was
Thursday.
really a good date, huh?
I found out about it on Friday.
Okay.
On 21.
So it was a 02 2020.
It's a good date. But I wouldn't say it was a really good date.
Okay, and we are going to be a little bit of the buzz today, because we're talking about the wedding, the hush-hush wedding of Matteo Guidicelli and Sarah Geronimo.
Yeah, so they had the civil wedding ceremony that was held at a hotel in BGC, and it was a secret, that the fact that no one really knew about it, especially the mother of Sarah G.
Yeah, Mommy Divine.
With the divine intervention. I found that funny nga, that
because she always intervenes, no? So it's called divine intervention.
Yeah, so just like any Filipino family that we talk about it, our family talked about it also, and then we sort of got into...
Yeah, it's so viral, huh? Everybody's like talking about it in threads, on Facebook,
it's the newest.
Twitter.
At least this is the news. This is the biggest national news recently since NCOV. So I would, although it's not good news. I would say that I prefer that that's what the cut is looking at instead of oh my gosh, there's another disease that's spreading. Okay.
Yeah, and we're talking about this kasi it brings to light some of the things that Filipino families expect from each other, but they don't really talk about it so healthily, di ba? And there are insinuations kasi that the reason why they just made it a secret wedding was that they were trying to avoid something yata that the mom wanted the daughter to do, the mom of Sarah. Okay, so ano ba sasabihin ko? Is it rumor? Has it? Basta online news has it that she wanted Sarah to transfer yata her properties.
Oh, okay.
So, yung mga ganon-ganon.
This
Nurse.
is the sabi-sabi. Sa tabi-tabi.
Sa tabi-tabi. So, maybe we should tackle that, na sometimes kasi, ang daming mga ganyang kwento na if the child that you took care of, that you helped to build a career, kumikita na, parang ang laki din ng expectation ng parents. Na sila yung bata ngayon.
I have a right to that.
Yeah, and then you have
earnings.
to send all your siblings to school, you have to provide a house, mga ganon. So, what do you think of that?
Well, me, coming from my background also, and syempre how you guys raised us, I don't agree with it because I think that, I still believe that it's the parents' role to provide for the children, because yung children naman, it wasn't the children's choice to
be
they
born.
didn't do anything to be born, and
That's right.
yeah, and their responsibility is to grow up and develop their skills, develop themselves until, if they do choose to have children, sila naman yung magpo-provide to the children that they chose to, make. I don't know how to say it. The children
Bring to life.
Yeah, that they chose to bring to life. There's more maturity that comes with that. But then if it's in this situation, kasi it's more of like a child's growing up, and then this responsibility was just thrust to them.
Okay.
And although if it's a family need and stuff, you should step up for your family. But then ideally, you shouldn't live this type of, you shouldn't have this kind of responsibility.
So ideally, the parents, diba, they have children, they should support their children up to a certain time. So I would always say that may expiry yan. In the Filipino setting, we want to send our kids up to college.
College, yes.
Na nililibre natin.
Yes.
Unlike in other countries, up to high school lang, which is normally provided for pa by the state.
Yeah.
Tapos yung college is optional, or the kid can take a loan or whatever.
Yeah.
No? So, in the Filipino setting, ang magulang gusto niya, send your children up to college.
Yeah.
And then, as we would always advocate, gusto natin, once the kid graduates from college, cut na yung financial umbilical cord.
Yeah, the financial umbilical cord, aka the allowance and everything na they pay for themselves.
So now, it's not always ideal, no? I mean, not all parents can provide.
Yeah.
And
That's the
most
reality
of the time, pag ito na, nag-artista, nag-ganyan, ang laki ng kita, so they would now feel na, ikaw ang malaki ang kita. So, ikaw ang mag-provide. So, yun yung itatakal natin. Tama ba yun? And you were saying nga kanina, parang na-thrust sa'yo, no?
Yes.
But it is also right then to help your family. In
Yeah.
fact, I wrote about this in 2017, May 2017. Is it right for parents to demand their children to give them support? So, in the old constitution kasi, wala, it's just the parents' obligation to support their
So
children.
we're looking at the legal side naman of this
So
issue.
let's look at the constitution. However, yung family code, which was crafted during the Cory Aquino regime, the Article 195 of the Family Code, it says that the following persons are obliged to support each other. So you help me out with this. Number one, of course, the spouses, mag-asawa. Okay. Number
According
two,
to the law, they're supposed to provide for each other. Number two, legitimate ascendants and descendants.
okay, ascendants pataas, descendants pababa. So
Okay.
parents mo, mga anak mo. Tapos,
Wait, this means that you're supposed to support each other.
yes, support each other. Kasi this law was
Legally.
crafted
Okay.
to really depict, yung parang help the Filipino family. Kasi gano'n naman tayo So, ginawa lang nila, they just put it into
So it's in the law that the kids are supposed to help their parents na?
Also,
Okay.
na dati wala to
Okay.
So, number 3, parents and their legitimate children and legitimate children of the latter. So, parang hanggang apo pa pala yan.
Okay. And the next, parents and their illegitimate children.
Okay, so
and,
pati yung mga anak sa labas.
and legitimate and illegitimate children of the latter. So the illegitimate and illegitimate grandchildren.
Oo.
Okay.
And then, number
Basta
5.
dugo.
Kadugo.
Basta kadugo.
Number 5, legitimate brothers and sisters, whether full or half blood. So, if you see the Constitution, it really provides na para bang isinabatas lang niya what was really being practiced already.
Okay.
Okay. So, ngayon naman,
So
I
by
asked,
the law, so in a summary, basta kadugo mo,
tulungan mo.
legally
Oo.
obliged. Okay.
Oo. Tulungan mo. However, when I consulted with lawyers, sabi ko, so how do you really implement this? Diba parang ang hirap
You can't, so parang, is it normal practice to sue your kid?
Exactly, But, so one lawyer said, the law is not very specific. It doesn't indicate how the support is triggered. Tapos another lawyer naman that I spoke with, ang sabi niya, it is triggered by needs and means. So, ibig sabihin, kung kailangan ba talaga yan. So, for example, tayong dalawa, Kunyari ako, ang nanay mo, I'm asking you to support. So, if that support that I'm asking from you,
It's a
we
need.
should determine if it's a need.
So if it's health, that's a need.
Oo. So, tapos, hindi lang yon. Meron pang isa. Can you afford?
Oh.
Yun.
Okay.
So, needs, yun sa akin. Isa yun naman, means.
So it's a very generous law.
Yeah, but it's also difficult kasi hindi rin
There's
very specific.
It's not clear. It's not black and white.
And I think it's really because parang, as I said earlier nga, it was just put there to really put it in our constitution now what is really being practiced. Kasi sa atin, di ba, para bang we just do it naturally, Okay, kung sino malaking kita, ganun yung nangyayari. Now, the problem is, na-abuse. And it's not
Do
only...
you know of stories of families who use this law and say, hey, di naman, no?
Alam
I don't know.
I tried to research, wala ako nakita. It's more of the child. Para bang siya yung nagde-demand na i-provide siya nung magulang. Pero yung kasi siguro medyo nakakahiya naman na i-demand mo
That's
yung
a big
anak mo.
Filipino factor, the hiya. The hiya factor you plays big in this also.
Oo, pero what's happening is that hindi lang pang artista, para dun sa mga OFWs, this is what always happens na alam mo yon yung parang porke dollars yung kinikita, porke abroad ng tatrabaho, akala nila talaga laki-laki na ng kita.
Na fountain na.
Yeah. Ang pangit talaga dito is nagiging nagiging dependent.
Yeah.
Yung
So
mga...
nag-change instead of like, okay, if there's an OFW or a relative that's more well off, you can help. But what ends up happening is nagde-depend na. So, umiiba yung
correct.
Parang, it can be an excuse na, sige, hindi na ako magtatrabaho or mag-aaral kasi may naman.
That's true. Tapos, the one naman who's providing, sometimes nahihiya. na magsabi na hanggang kailan ba to?
Kasi you're the one with the opportunity nga. You're kind of expected. If you have more, diba, you're expected to give more.
Yeah, diba, they would all say, naku, pamilya, hindi nagbibilangan.
Yeah.
But I don't really subscribe to that because it's difficult there. You have to understand that person may be earning a lot now, but hanggang kailan kaya yun? Diba?
Has to be sustainable.
So there has to be a really clear-cut terms and conditions. Hanggang kailan? Like for example, so babalik tayo kay Mami Divine, ano? Siguro, kung halimbawa siya yung nagmamanage nung career niya, well, she could have probably just asked for a manager's fee. And then she could have put aside yung kita niya and meron din siyang sariling gastos.
Diba? But we also don't know kasi their system and their relationship.
Yes. So, assuming lang na yun nga yung naging reason, it's very sad. Kasi ikaw, di ba? How would you feel? I mean, ako yung nanay, ano? How would I feel if I'm not invited to the wedding?
And it's not just a one-time thing kasi it's a permanent mark na the whole marriage. Parang yun yung
didn't
foundation.
Have the blessing.
Yeah, yun yung foundation. And especially in our culture in the Philippines where families are very close-knit, that if two people get married, it's not just the union of two people. It's really two families are becoming magkapamilya. Mga kapamilya pa naman sila.
Ikaw ay isang kapamilya, di ba? Ako kapamilya author. Pareho wala tayo. So, please lang ano nyo na yung franchise, ayusin na. So, yun. So, it's very interesting to discuss this kasi nga, it's really about the family. And we really hope that money should really be discussed openly and in a healthy manner so that we can avoid things like this.
This would be, this whole divine intervention, I guess, would be a possibility. It's a picture of what could possibly happen if the FQ relationship, if the communication of a mother and the child goes so far na it's gonna reach the relationship. It's gonna reach the marriage na Sarah G is already 31 years old.
Yeah, my gosh, di ba?
Sarah's 31, Mateo is 29.
Oo, bait-bait
and the 31-year-old daughter still has to deal with these type of
bait na nga niya, di ba?
Yeah, 31. She's 31. Mateo's 29.
Bait na nga niya na inaano pa rin niya, yung parang sinusunod pa rin. Kasi usually, di ba, meron din yung mga, since you're the one who's earning, you call the shots. Anong gusto ko, yun ang masusunod.
There always has to be a balance.
Yes, there really has to be a balance. We're not discounting the fact that maybe the tutok guidance of the mom really helped her.
Yeah, because, I mean, we have to admit it, Sarah is one of the biggest stars in the country right now.
Yeah, she's a good singer, she's a good actress.
She's a good dancer also.
Oh, that's right.
The thing, when I watched her dance videos, you know how a lot of Filipino singers, a lot of Filipino actors, they dance. But it's different. I would say it's different if someone dances and is a good dancer na. Kasi I'm sure also Filipinos are very good naman. Like I would say we're generally good in singing, good in dancing. We can catch a beat.
Yes.
But Sarah's really good.
She's good, no?
I would.
Bumi-Beyonce din ang
no? Oh, that's a bold statement.
No, but I was saying that because she's a great singer.
She's a great singer and great dancer. Yeah.
So, sino pa bang ganon dito?
Yeah. Okay. I would, but then.
Kasi baka naman masyadong
iba naman also for me personally, Beyonce's already God status, saint status
in the
na
Filipino
siya. But in the
scene,
Filipino, in the
that
Filipino,
could be Sarah G already.
Yeah.
Do you recall when you met Sarah
there was
G?
My quick encounter with Sarah was that our neighbor behind us, the Guzmans, they had there's a shoot at I don't know if it was a teleserye or a movie.
Probably it was a teleserye.
Those whole day shoots. Since kapitbahay, parang can you watch for a while, meet some artistas. I remember we got
you were very young pa, no?
Yeah,
as in grade
also
school.
one digit yung age ko, for sure.
Siguro.
I don't remember what show or movie this was, but I remember I was there.
Okay.
The three of us were there, Kuya Marty and Dikong. And then we were talking to Maha Salvador.
Okay.
She was medyo starting pa lang, pero sikat na siya. Sikat na si Maha. Pero this was I think this was before One More Chance by when she was Trisha. And then we were talking to Maha.
Mansari.
Yeah, before the Mansari pa. Ginagawa ko pa niya kami na kasi the other staff would call her Maja. So we were confused, is it Maha or Maja? She was saying, it's Maja. Ginagawa niya kami. And while we were talking, some lady passes by, nakabow siya. The prayer position, the fish position when you're saying, excuse me.
Excuse
and then she was gonna go use the restroom and said, excuse me po, to us. So I was so like, oh wow. First of all, if you're a kid, no adult is gonna say po to you. Especially if they're in the work, we're in their workspace.
Yes.
And then, excuse me po, then we got her pass. And after 2 seconds, we were all like, that's Sarah G. That's Sarah G. Yeah, so, I at least from what I see now, I haven't had the chance to meet her or talk to her more after that. But then I really think that through all the fame and success and stuff, she's really a nice and well-mannered person. So we can say all these stuff about how the divine intervention is very
I have a couple of experiences. Sige, finish what you're saying.
But then I guess that I think that just looking at Sarah, the mom did something
more than
right.
You're right.
The mom did a good job.
So that's also a good point, no? She was brought up well then.
Yeah.
If she's conducting herself like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so me naman, I have a few encounters now with Matteo Guidicelli.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you had that interview.
So I interviewed him. You can check that out again on FQ Mom YouTube, no? Alam mo, pinanood ko ulit, maayos na bata rin eh. He has his values intact. Kunento rin niya yung mga childhood money memory niya. Tapos, his dad cut his financial umbilical cord when he was 18 kasi he was already earning na
okay.
So, sabi niya, you can take care of this expenses na. And then, nakwento niya na yung gustong-gusto niya that had he known daw about investing, syempre mutual fund yung sabi niya, no?
He would have invested.
He would have started even earlier. But I think he's doing fine. And aside from that, there were a few more times that I got to talk to him. Parang mabait siya eh. Kaya that's why this is very sad because both of them are really nice naman, di ba?
Yeah.
Are nice
and
people.
They have to go through
and
this.
Then you have to go through that.
Yeah, and we're so invested because I read this. There's this article by Goget Solis. She said that since growing up, Sarah was already watched by the whole Philippine nation. We've seen her grow up. We've seen her become successful. All her songs, ganun. Very involved yung country sa kanyang love life.
Kaya tinamo pati yung Mom and Son podcast.
Yeah,
Mom and Daughter podcast sila daw.
Yeah, I would. That would be an interesting listen. Yeah, that's why even up to now, and then syempre na kaguluhan and everything, but then the Filipinos would, syempre we want a happy ending daw for Mateo and Sarah. Na sana the love life is even if they're very private about the relationship, which for me personally, I really respect that. Hey, if you wanna keep your love life private, edi okay. But then, guess what? Like, the Filipinos are really invested in
talaga.
this.
And it's good that you pointed out kasi nga pala we saw her grow up. Kaya pala
so if you see her, so parang yung buong bayan na raw ang magulang at kapatid ni na Sarah. And syempre, we wanna know, like, when's the wedding?
I was really looking forward to seeing them march
see them
march down the aisle na
you wanna see the
di ba Mama Loves Wedding,
the SDE.
I wanted to see that. And then all of a sudden, what? So there must something must have happened because they announced their engagement di ba? So kung talagang gusto mong sikretohin lahat, tinira mo na kagad yung wedding. So I'm really guessing something happened in between November ba sila and now. Parents of children who are earning a lot. Pag-usapan niyo mabuti, hanggang kailan ba yung sustento sa inyo? Kasi you have to be fair. They have their own life na pagkaganyan na katanda. My gosh. Remember when you were young, yung pera nyo, in trust for. Kasi if you're a minor, which probably was the reason, she started yata at the age of 14, normally, yung parents talaga mag-handle ng pera. That's why, ikaw yung mga investments mo,
through you and
Marvin
Papa.
Fausto in trust for
me.
Antonio Manuel Fres Fausto. Ganon. But, if you recall, at the age of 18,
tinanggal na yung ITF.
Oo, so
We're free to make our own
18
mistakes.
versus 31, medyo ang laki na naman.
The
Lumipas
communication
ng more
has
than
to
a
be
decade.
clear.
Oo.
and
Kailangan magbasa
the-
ng FQ book.
Yes, the communication should be clear. The parameters must be set properly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kasi sayang. I'm sure they had a great relationship as mother and daughter because I like that you pointed that out, na she's a great girl. Kasi syempre parang vilified naman si Mommy
Si
Divine
Divine.
ngayon, ano? But we also have to remember na she did something.
That
also.
Sarah
Meron lang
is a
nagka-problem.
huge star, and the mom had a huge role then in making that.
So when you become a huge star, they will say,
Sana.
FQ Mom did a great job. Oh,
we'll see.
actually, he did a great job already.
We'll see. Sana kung invited ka sa wedding ko. Joke. Tagal pa yun.
I'm totally gonna do a Mommy Divine.
Okay, so that concludes our episode for today.
Yep, I hope you learned something from this, our version, the Mom and Son, the Buzz.
We will update you guys if ever.
Yes.
Kami rin, nag-aabang pa rin kami ng balita tungkol sa Ashmat
Mateo.
News.
Text ko kaya si Mateo. I have his number. Anyway, sige. So I'd like to invite you also to check out my weekly article on philstar.com. It's called Raising Children with High FQ, and my FQ Wentuhan on Fridays on FQ Mom YouTube channel. How about you?
For me, you can check out my episodes in Mix, the Mix Daily Top 10. It airs every Monday. It'll be on Mix, of course, channel 23 on Sky Cable, and the episode will be posted also on the YouTube account of Mix Philippines as well, and I share that every week. So thank you guys for listening to this episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Falso the Son. Bye guys!
Bye!
The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfalso@gmail.com.